Hello, everybody, and welcome to our pre-market show. It's Friday, the 15th of May, 2026. I'm Mandela, and we got Andrew backstage ready and rearing to go. Jam-packed show today, talking about Trump leaving China. We're going to talk about the UK Prime Minister, maybe on his way out. How does that impact markets? Also, Cerebras was the biggest IPO of the year, and that happened yesterday. Massive IPO in advance of what could be the year of IPOs like SpaceX and some massive AI names. So without further ado, let's get over to the show. Let's get Andrew on. Andrew,
what is going on? Happy Friday, or Capital Preservation Day, and yeah, lots to cover today, right? So I think we're going to start with China. Big,
I like
huge,
how you say that.
massive diplomatic show by Trump, right? So a lot of positive PR and spin incoming from it. But from me, I would say, trade was the main focus, but I'm pretty unsure on what's come out of it. So there was a lot of talk, but haven't seen anything concrete apart from oil coming from the Team Trump, or Timu Trump, as we like to call him today.
I like the Timu. Timu is actually good for inexpensive stuff.
Do you think he done a bit of shopping for Baron? Picked up some discount goods. Yeah,
I think
couple of knockoff T-shirts and stuff. Talking of T-shirts, just quick shout out to the guys at CTI. Thank you very much. Yeah, so got my merch this week. So yeah, happy with that. But yeah, back to Timu Trump. So apart from oil from Texas, which is, I suppose, good news for those guys, not a lot's come out, right? I know Taiwan was on the table, and China are quite clear that Taiwan is part of their territory, and they're not going to let up on that. And Iran did come up as well, where both countries did agree that they can't have a nuclear weapon. So yeah, it's quite interesting, but I haven't seen any massive wins for Timu Trump and the team. He took that entourage of CEOs with him, and I think Elon I think Elon had the best time actually with all his selfies and photos. But yeah, haven't seen like the big economic victories I was expecting from Trump.
Yeah, I thought there was a little undertone of like the negotiations back and forth. I think it looks good for like the photo ops. I did see some of Elon Musk's pictures, taking pictures with people and stuff. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, well, it was good. What I would say there is you could see the mutual respect between the leaders. Trump didn't try to steamroll him. He knew he couldn't, right? China, they can stand their own ground as well. And yeah, it was interesting. It'll be interesting to see what gets released now when Trump gets back to the US. I think they took off yesterday or this morning, but there's no massive news coming out. But it was a really good day for the S&P yesterday. We got up to some nice highs with some of the news coming out, and then the markets took a dive. We had a Trump dump, after the US close yesterday. So, it's been an interesting day. If you just have a quick look at the S&P.
Yeah, it's dumping. It's doing a bit of a dump here.
Yeah. If you scroll, can you make that a bit smaller from yesterday? Can we see? Yeah. So
if we go in a little bit.
Yeah. So we can see. It got up to those highs yesterday. And there's some good buying opportunities for the orb traders yesterday. I was one of them, luckily enough. But then it just took a massive dump. Then I think it was around the US close, right?
Right at the close. So the close was more or less. Sorry, this was yesterday. This was overnight.
Yeah.
So this was into the close is here.
Right. Yeah, we can just see. It's dropped drastically. It wasn't just the S&P. I know some other assets did drop as well. So it's quite interesting. But just on to the next topic. But I will say, let us know in the chat what you thought of Trump and China. What happened? And just having a quick look now. So we just got some good evening, some hellos. And Elon activated a meme face. Yes, Elon made the most of it, him and his son, Lil X. Yeah, it was more of a vacation for those guys by the looks of it. So, he definitely, I think he's the winner from it all, right? Got some good memories on his phone. But should we have a look at the pound? Because obviously the UK has been quite volatile this week.
Yeah, let's have a look at the pound here. We have issues with the leadership in the UK. Prime Minister is potentially on his way out, and that could mean some volatility over here for the British pound. So, what's your thoughts on the pound, Andrew?
So first things first, let's jump into Keir Starmer, or as we like to coin him, Free Gear Keir. So there's some reasons why he's on his way out. So massive election loss. So we have, similar to the midterms in the UK, we have local elections, and sometimes we expect the government, to lose some seats, right? People are unhappy with some decisions, and normally it's just a shot across the bow to the government. We're probably going to see it in the US with Trump as well in the midterms, right? They normally don't do well in the midterms. But for the Labour Party and for Keir Starmer, very heavy election loss. They lost like 1,500 seats. 1,500, never heard of. They also lost, like Wales, the country I'm from, they actually lost control of the Senate in Wales for the first time they've lost in 100 years. 100 years. So the Labour Party, they need to change course, and they need to do it quick. So there's a few issues. So first of all, people are questioning his judgment. Certain words I can't say on YouTube. So let's just say his friend, who he trusted, who got appointed into government twice, Peter Mandelson, linked to Epstein, and potentially he is a PDF, right? So so he got appointed, and that hasn't sat well with the people. His vision for the government, so a lot of the stuff is not mandated that he's doing in the UK at the moment. So people didn't vote for stronger ties with Europe, didn't vote for digital ID, and didn't vote for the increase in illegal immigration at the moment. So these are concerns of the British people, and it's showing. It showed in the votes. But this guy will not change course. He's very adamant. He won't stand down. He won't change his policies. So I expect him gone in a couple of weeks, and I think that the uncertainty will certainly push down the British pound.
Yep. I am looking at the pound. It hasn't really moved too much. It's almost like it's pausing or waiting for some news, whether he's out or in. But this is a weekly chart. It's down a lot on the week, probably anticipating some sort of surprise. But let's watch. Actually, Andrew, do you want to do a side bet? Do you want to do a side bet really quickly?
Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm going to go lower. Why not?
Okay, so let's get a little closer. Lower than the current price. So,
yeah, lower than current price, but
okay.
Top guessing analysis there, but
this is no way in any way a show of your analytical skills.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. We'll quickly go through what we've been working on with CTI, but I'm just hoping now we get an MP to resign in the next 20 minutes. I might actually win a side bet.
There we go. So I'm gonna say Andrew above and I'm below.
No way! Oh,
sorry, Andrew below.
I'm sure I said below. Come on.
Okay, there we go. Let's lock that in. We'll come back to this before the end of the show. Can you remind me? Last time we forgot it. There we go. Let's see where we go for the end of the show. Also, a reminder for everybody to join the competition, Andrew. Before, let's give them 2 more minutes to join. So you have 2 minutes to join the competition. There is a link in the live chat, and there's also a link to the top left of the screen.
Right.
Make sure that you're entering.
I say before we get into OpEx and AI chips, should we chat charts?
I thought you would never ask. So we got the pound. So all our Forex fans, all our Forex watchers have been asking for more FX because they said, you guys are signature FX, man. How come you don't talk about FX, man? So here you go. This is our pound dollar.
What US 500, man. Get in. Yeah. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have
what do you want to start? What do you want to start with here? We got about a minute. Right? We got a minute.
I think the majority of people trade gold, right?
Okay, let's do the gold. The yellow metal. I call it Old Faithful. There we go.
Ooh.
It's not doing too great. The last few days have been pretty garbage, which is a technical term. Garbage.
Okay, so looking at gold, I can just see higher lows, right? I was getting mixed up. I was in lower highs. No, higher lows. So I would be, if I was to trade gold, I don't, guys, on Forex, I only trade the US 500. In case, yeah, that's the S&P for your Forex. But we'll cover some of that later on if we get time. But for me, yeah, I wouldn't be looking to buy that at the moment. I would be looking, if I was to trade gold, I'd be short in that for sure.
I remember last week we got asked about the Chinese index, and you said it has more holes than a hedgehog's pillow. And this one doesn't look great either. But I think eventually we're gonna have to leave this sort of triangular shape. I got some new crayons. My son wasn't using these crayons, so I just chalked them up there. But I think eventually we explode either that way or that way.
Yeah. Eventually. So in theme of the show, I think we're going down to Chinatown.
Okay. So you think going down to Chinatown? Should we do a second side bet?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, there we go. I'll take the upside. The current price is 45.48. All right. Let's add that to the list. In the chat, do you think gold's going higher or lower before now and the end of the show? Let us know. I want to get everybody involved.
Yeah, get in the chat. Let us know.
All right, so Andrew, higher. I'll just put you. Andrew. Okay, done.
I'm pretty
Sorry,
sure.
You said lower. I'm trying to test. I'm trying to make sure you're paying attention.
God loves a tryer. I tell you what. Right. Okay. We check that next week, though. Right. We'll do the other one for the end of the show. So, What else should we look at? I think.
Oh, let's do that. So, can we do start the race at least? I think we at least start it. If nothing else.
Let's have a look at another Forex pair. Maybe the euro dollar. I don't know what people trade these days. I don't know what all the cool kids get up to.
Well, I'm very boring. I'm doing S&P 500 mainly, and then for a change, I would look at earnings. I like earnings sometimes.
You need to look at Bitcoin, right?
We can look at Bitcoin. Yeah. Let me just copy everybody's name. So my FX note has entered once this time. Thank you very much, my FX note.
Yeah, he was noted
respect
in the
that.
chat.
Yeah, we respect that.
Yeah, so we put some warnings into the chat for the guys.
Good.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to get everybody's name in here, and then all the best. Thank you to everyone who has entered, as always. And we will start. So we'll do 10 minutes.
10 minutes, let's go. Best of luck, everyone. May the best of luck win.
Here we go.
Do you know what would be good? If we could have like a Dutch shoot-'em game, right? And you and I are there, winner.
Oh, that would be amazing. Maybe we can get an upgrade on the actual competition.
Okay,
we'll come back to these guys. Looks like Morris is starting off strong.
So we got Carl in the chat. Can you tell us about level 2 volume and where to find? So for myself, for volume, I use a book map. Go over to bookmap.com if you want to see depth of market, if you want to see volume, if you want to see where orders are sitting, buy orders, sell orders, get yourself over to Bookmap. It's a game changer for finding the true depth of market. So when it comes to volume, depth of market, that's the only indicator or assistance I would recommend. But I don't know if Mandela knows of any good indicators on TradingView.
Yeah, I was put on to Bookmap through you, I do know TradingView, with Interactive Brokers, you can get level 2 data through your broker. So I use Interactive Brokers for level 2 information as well. It's part of the service that the broker provides. But yeah, good point out.
Yeah,
good call out.
For myself, guys, get yourself over to Bookmap. A little bit scary when you first see it, generates like a heat map of volume and orders. Plenty of tutorials on YouTube, but just have a look at it. It'll be a game changer for you. Very good for setting you take profits, stop losses as well. So yeah,
it's nice to see. It's nice to see also the large orders coming through, and you can kind of gauge where a lot of the big boys, big girls are placing their orders. So it's definitely a good tool to add to your arsenal. Yeah, talking of Arsenal, Premier League still going and Champions League still going as well.
Yeah, okay. We'll come back to that end of the season. Yeah.
We got Pegs Trading. Pegs Trading. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing Pegs Trading name pop up here. Morning fam. So hello Pegs. How you doing, Pegs?
I got your tissues ready. But we're good to go. Okay, let's get back and have a look. Should we look at the euro US dollar? Let's see what that's doing.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to Can you say the CC again?
Sharing charts.
There we go. Okay. All right, we got the chatted charts. Thanks to everybody who is watching. Just remember, if you post in the chat, we can talk about some of the things you're watching as well. So we said which ticker?
Euro USD for the Forex boys.
Oh, Forex boys are gonna be happy today. They're getting their fiendage. Okay. Oh, that looks terrible. Last few days. This is a daily chart. Last 4 days is red wine. So I'm trying to think what happened. This is from Tuesday, and we've moved down considerably. I am actually interested in getting back into FX because the signature FX isn't the same without the FX.
It's futures exchange, right?
Futures exchange is the FX. I think it's
foreign exchange, FX, foreign exchange. So let's go. Okay.
I mean, can we draw? I want to draw a little bit of a range. I just like ranges. That's all I see.
Get the crayons out.
Wrong crayon. Here we go. I'm gonna get the. I was chewing on the crayons before the show, and that's not good. I had to clear my palate.
Yeah, he's not allowed pencils. They're too dangerous for him. He has to have crayons. Yeah, we took the pencil and the pencil sharpener off him. He's too many accidents around the band-aids. So
I'm still speaking to my counselor about it. So
yeah. He has to eat steak with a spoon. He's not trusted with a fork.
So anyway, euro dollar. Okay. This is actually euro dollar was the very first thing that I traded. It was the most liquid. It has the most amount of flows on a daily basis, most amount of trades. And I think most traders, especially Forex traders, start out trading euro dollar. So if you have ever traded euro dollar, just put a Y in the chat. Let us know if you've ever dabbled or put your toes into euros. Andrew, I think we probably see a test of the lows here. That's my best guess. Just looking at this, first time I've looked at this in about 4 years. Yeah, so it looks like it's going down. But if you say it's going down, then I'm going to say it's going up. So which way are you saying?
No, I would say down as well. It's going to test that bottom range. It just seems actually the price is just choppy, right? It's just ranging. And for me to take a trade there, I'd be looking for a breakout of that range. But there are pips to grab in between there if you zoom in, right?
Yeah, we can zoom in.
Yeah, if you zoom in onto, I don't know what you want to zoom into. Yeah, go
2 hour chart, something like that.
Yeah, if you zoom in, look at that. Oof.
That's a downtrend if I've ever seen one.
Yes.
That's what I call this one a very technical term that I actually copywrote. It's drippy. This is pretty drippy from Monday night. It's been one-way traffic.
What do you call it?
Just basically so.
Zippy.
Rippy.
Rippy, okay.
Rippy. So we're rippy. Yeah. But this one looks like it's nasty.
Yeah, and I think it'd be crazy to try and buy that, right? Why would you buy that? There's no indication that price is going to turn around. And I wouldn't be looking to go long there at all. But same as you, this is the first ever currency pair I traded on Forex, which cost me a lot of money. And I think this is a progression of an FX trade. You start on the euro dollar, then you move to gold, then you probably go back to the dollar.
Yeah.
Then you end up at gold again somehow, and then you'll end up on the US 500, I guess, boys. But
I think that's the true progression.
Yeah, that's
of a trader. But you have to go through that. And when you talked about losing a lot or a lot of expenses, I think that's also part of the tuition. Like it's a part of you have to pay to get your degree, to get your doctorate.
Absolutely agree, yeah.
In this. And the other thing I would say is because we know that about 95%, let's say 90% of traders will lose money trading, and we want to be with the 5%. I would say 5% of traders are probably looking to buy this. Yeah. I think it's the crazies.
That 90% stat can't be true. My Instagram and X tells me different.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's survivor bias. So the people that have survived to get big enough accounts are showing you their positive trades. I think that's what it is.
Got you. My bad.
So I got an interesting stat last weekend. It's 90% of new traders will lose 90% of their account in 90 days. 90. So if you're new to trading, you've been trading for less than 90 days, be careful not to lose 90% of your account value.
Well, while we're on Forex, should I quickly show the progress we're making? Because I joined the 5K challenge, guys. So you guys win an account every week, and it's only fair that I take up the challenge. So I started this week, and I got an account for attending the macro markets groups event with Mandela and myself, and hopefully I can show you guys that it can be done. So let me try and share with you guys. Here we go.
Just a reminder, Andrew, I don't want to lose track. We have about a minute left on the race.
Right, okay, we'll get
come back
now. Let me just find Windows. Okay.
All right, let's see what you
sharing.
Got. Okay, got it.
Okay, so we're up $200. I think profit target's 500, right? So we're almost there. We're all halfway there, living on a prayer. Here we go. Guys, let me show you what I'm doing quickly, all right? So trading US 500 only. Okay, nothing else. And what I'm doing is I'm waiting for the opening range. So I'm on the 15-minute chart, and let's pretend this is the opening range here. So I would take this here. So that's my opening range. Yeah, the first 15 minutes. Then I'm zooming in, to the 5-minute chart. And then what I'm looking for then is a nice push through here and an open either below or above the opening range. Trading 1-to-1. That's it, guys. That's all I do. Day in, day out, rinse and repeat. Yeah, not every day's green.
Beautiful.
I get stops. Yeah, but that is it. Yesterday,
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's not simple, right? So start off in your 15-minute chart, marking your high, your low of the opening range, zoom into your M5. Then
we got the race. The race is finishing now, Andrew.
What I'm looking at is a break below or above, and I'm taking that trade. Well done, SP King. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Well done, SP King. Congratulations. Congratulations on winning. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the trade, because I think a lot of people are watching, trying to figure out a strategy and how can they apply some of this stuff to their trading. So can you go through that one more time?
Yeah, let's go back to yesterday, 4:30. What was the date yesterday? So can we get back? 14th. Right, 14th. So, right, okay, so 15-minute chart. And what I'm looking at was 4:30. So it's this candle here. this candle here. So that was my opening. That's the opening range, right? Let me just make sure I got that right. That's the opening range, right? So quick look. That's the opening range. And then what I do, I mark the opening range, which is the first 15 minutes. Then I'm zooming into the 5 minutes. And you can see here, we tested the opening range, we come back down, we tested the opening range low. Then we got a break above. And then up into profit. Boom, 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 off we go. You can see here, I took half profit here. Stop loss to break even. Let the trade ride. Yeah, it's
very nice. Very nice.
And that's it. It's that simple. It really is. Yeah, I think I got zoned out then for a minute with the Wi-Fi.
I think,
but that's it, right? It's that simple. You don't need a million crayons. You don't need a million indicators. You just don't need it. And that's what I keep saying to the chat all the time. So in the week, I'm up $200. I am going to reduce my risk once I get to 250, but you don't need to overcomplicate your trading, right? I just trade the opening range breakout. New York open, first 15 minutes, I mark the high, mark the low, I zoom into the M5, and I'm looking for a clear break of that opening range high, opening range low, and off we go. I'm not going to win every trade. You're not, okay? And that's a fact of life, but I'm winning more than what I lose. And if he was at the event, like Mandela said, this system's backed up with 40 years worth of data. 40 years. So...
I want to show mine as well. I want to show mine. You get to show yours. I want to show mine. But I want to hear that. What were you gonna finish off with? Sorry, Andrew. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That was it for myself. I just want to make it clear to the chat, right? And if you want more information about the opening range, reach out to one of us too. I can point you in Mandela's direction. Yeah, and we can get you some mentorship there. Okay, so awesome. Guys, just let's have a look at Mandela's yesterday. Probably a bit easier to read than what it is from MetaTrader.
Yep, same strategy. Only small little differences that I use the first 5 minutes opening range. Andrew uses the first 15, but more or less the same. This was yesterday, so we're using this area as the 5 minute low, 5 minute high, and then we went above very briefly. We call this the break and retest. And then we ended up getting to the party a little bit late. Ideally, this would have been a good entry down here, but you can't beat yourself up. You're not going to catch every trade perfectly. We bought here and then we held it until we started to see some weakness or price starting to reverse. And that was a $2,000 trade, basically. And that's it. That's the strategy. Simple, boring, but effective.
Yeah, if you keep the chart up for a second, Mandela, what it is as well for the chat, just to say, right, is the first breakout, a lot of retail traders will jump in and they will have these stops just below the opening range high. So a lot of people would have jumped in, right, on that first breakout and they would have got stopped out. And they
like
wouldn't
this
have
one here. This one here.
A lot of people would have jumped in there and they would have had these stops below the opening range high. So they would have got taken out. But then when you have, the understanding and experience that Mandela has, he knows to let that play out and get in, right?
Yeah. And this happens all the time. So when you've seen this 100, 200 times, 300 times, because I got a question yesterday. Oh, how do you know that it's going to break out and come back? You don't know that it's going to do that, but you know that it can do that. I think if you know that it can happen, then you are prepared for when it does. If that helps.
Yeah, can you pull up the CTI chat?
Yeah, sure.
Mate, you're catching strays today.
What are they saying? They don't want what Mandela looks like Ronaldinho. What does that mean? What, my football skills? What is he talking about? I didn't see the first bit.
Does he play football too?
What? I don't get it.
You look like Ronaldinho. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Chat, if you don't know, under the cap, he's got like really long hair. Yeah.
Is that what they mean? Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll take the compliment. Thank you very much. That was from Gary. I want to say Garu.
Garu, we'll go with Garu.
I'm sorry if that's not correct.
You know, they could have said you look like Luke Chadwick. You know, if you remember that guy, right? So yeah. So yes, that's a compliment. You'll take that. So,
yes, thank you. Thank you very much for the compliment. Keep them coming. Keep all the compliments coming my way. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I just want to say we've had a good chat, right? We covered a lot. We still have OpEx to cover. And
I can do that quickly. Yeah, we can do that very quickly.
It's nearly time for my lunch, so we're gonna have to be quick.
Okay, so it's Cerebras had their earnings not earnings. They had their IPO yesterday, and they were expected to trade at 185, and ended up starting the day closer to 385. So this is just telling me that there's a lot of froth, there's a lot of interest, and we're seeing IPOs for chip companies far exceed expectations. So this is a sentiment thing. People are willing to put their money in the market. So just that's how I look at it.
Yeah, talking of chips, I need to get that air fryer on now. I'm starving.
Okay, we're running out of time. We're running out of time before the open. What was the other topic that we had? We said
OpEx. So guys, if you're trading today, just be aware it is options expiration day today. So we're going to see that at around 3 p.m., 10 a.m. No, it's throughout the day. Sorry. So yeah.
Yes, it's throughout the day. Yeah. So it'll be all day.
All day.
Do you have that nice write up? Do you have that nice write up that you?
I can't find it. I think it's on my old X account that got taken down.
Okay, I can do a quick and dirty, like fast and dirty version. No, okay, I could do a very quick summary in a nutshell. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna see if I can get a calendar. What happens every month is the third Friday of the month we get what's called options expiration day, and this is it here, 2026. So we're looking at all the options for the month of May. The monthly options will expire today. And what does that mean for you? Why do you care about this? It's basically a time when you get a lot of options traders exiting their positions and rolling from what would be the May contract to the June contract. So it doesn't really impact individual stocks quite as much, but it's always going to be the fourth Friday of the month. Surprise, surprise, ta-da, that's today. Third Friday of the month, sorry. We're on the third Friday now. So today we'll get the options for single stocks names like your NVIDIAs and Tesla. You also get your S&P contract, like your index options expiring today. So just be careful. Sometimes prices can be a little bit more sporadic, especially the last half an hour of the trading day. That's it.
Excellent. Thanks.
Cool.
So I'm just glad you steered away from quick, dirty nut. So
yeah. I'm going to try and change the subject. So just another thank you to the duck race. So congratulations to Mr. SP King or Mrs. SP King. I think SP King is a S&P trader. That's always been my thought. SP stands for S&P.
That's got to be you then. There's only one SP King.
Look, I can't win the races. I'm not allowed to win the races. It has to be somebody that's not on the show, Andrew. I'm not like you. I don't enter the competitions.
I never win anyway, so yeah, I'm just there to make up the numbers. But on that note, I need to bounce. So thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Mandela. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you as well.
I'll catch you later. Bye for now.
Cool. Bye for now. All right. It's Friday. We're getting ready for the open. We're not probably going to trade aggressively today. We got a few housekeeping items, and then we're going to be traveling to Bermuda for the next few days. So heading to Bermuda on Sunday and going to be able to speak to a good group of people, part of Lumina Fest. So really excited to go to Bermuda. You know, when you're excited for a trip and then you look in the fridge at a carton of milk and the milk expiration date is after your trip, and you're like, okay, it's coming, it's close. I know this milk will go bad after I'm away, so I need to start thinking about preparations and stuff. But enough of that. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Remember, less is more. Less is more. So you don't need more crayons. You don't need more indicators. You don't need more moving averages. You don't need more strategies. I think the most important thing is that you focus on the simple things, the things that are true and tried and tested. And I think you'll be glad that you did. If you want to reach out to us, feel free. Our contact information is down in the description. And from all of us here at Signature FX, on behalf of our sponsors, City Traders Imperium, I want to say thank you very much for watching our show. Also, special thanks to Andrew, who was gracing us with his presence. And you know what? I just remembered the side bet. Thank you very much for reminding me. The side bet is, let's see who won. So we're going to go back and very quickly look at the side bet. So the first one that we had, look for a reversal here on S&P. That candlestick formation usually means we could see a reversal. Just catching that now. So look for maybe a little bit of a bounce at the open on S&P 500. All right. Could we crash? Yes, we could. But I would say probability now, maybe we get a little bit of a bounce into the open. So the two things we did were gold first. So let's look at gold. And I'm not looking at this because I think I won. It's because I forgot last time. Andrew said lower. So Andrew won. Congratulations. Andrew won just by a hair. And the other one that we did was, I want to say it was Bitcoin. What was it? I can't remember what it was. Wasn't Bitcoin, was it? It wasn't Bitcoin. We did, oh, Euro. That's what it was. The first Forex pair that I ever traded. I should never forget that. Was it not Euro? What was it? It wasn't Euro? Okay. Okay, let's just say Andrew won the side bet. Terrible memory. Yeah, Andrew definitely won the gold one. I'm trying to think what we looked at, but anyway, if anybody remembers what the other whatever the asset was, if not, I'm gonna have to jump off and get ready for the US Open. I think it was S&P. We said it was something that was down very, very low. I can't remember. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody. I need to have some of my ginkgo biloba. I'll look back at the show and I'll be like, oh yeah, it was that. It was definitely that. Remember, keep it simple. You remember things a lot clearer, the less things you have to remember. So keep it simple. Let's stay positive today. We'll see you all again next week. But in the meantime, have a profitable Friday. And remember, we are calm, we're carefree, we're fearless, and we're focused. Have a great Friday, everybody. Peace out.
Thank you.